Yeah. I thought it was funny.
It was funny. Math teachers tend to do that a lot. Alright. Find dy. Okay, notice it's not dy dx anymore because, like I showed you the other day, dx is going on the other side. Evaluate dy for the given value of x and dx. Y equals 2x over 1 plus x squared. X equals -2, dx equals 0.1. So we're going to have dy equals, we're going to take the derivative, and then when we're done, we're going to write a nice dx on the end of it. Okay, dx now goes on that side.
Oh, so that's right. You said quotient rules is probably a lot.
What do you mean? Oh,
I say that. I see one quotient rule problem in here, but minor details.
That
We're doing one.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we be x times 1 plus x
Huh?
What? 2 times 1 plus x squared.
You always do that.
Okay, so the derivative of the top times the bottom. Minus
2x
You sure?
the top times
times 2x
derivative of the bottom all over
all over 1 plus x squared.
and then what do I put on the end?
dx.
So, you can, since we're going to end up plugging numbers in anyways, technically this is part A. If we wanted to simplify it to make make it look a little nicer, we could do that also just for satisfaction's sake. So I'm going to simplify it down one and then we'll plug stuff in. But if it was something super crazy and complicated, I'd probably just plug in because ultimately I'm just trying to find a number. So this would be 2 plus 2x squared minus 4x squared over 1 plus x squared squared. And this is going to end up being minus 2x squared, so I'm just going to do it like that. Because we've got 2x squared minus 4x squared, which is negative 2x squared. So that way I'm as simple as I can. And then don't forget the dx at the end. So now part B, we plug in x and dx to solve for dy. So 2 minus 2 times negative 2 squared over 1 plus negative 2 squared squared times 0.1. Make sure we pay attention to signs. So, negative 2 squared is 4 times negative 2 is 2 minus 8 is
6
over negative 2 squared is
4
plus 1 is
5
squared is
25.
and then multiply by 0.1.
Negative 0.024.
0.024.
That's a long negative sign.
I think you meant mine. I was like, I didn't think I made it that long. How about 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like that one.
I don't like
Okay.
it either.
Wait, we just jumped.
Josh wanted to. It's his fault.
I was going to do 18, but Josh says 20, so we're going to do 20. Y equals 3 cosecant of 1 minus x over 3.
Sorry.
X equals 1.
You didn't know what it said.
Dx
No.
equals 0.1.
It's okay, I remember.
I hope you remember.
I remember.
Because I have to go look up what that one is.
I have to go look at it.
I don't use that one enough. Where are my trig derivatives?
There's-
Here's it. Chapter 3.
Yeah.
There's my paper clip. So what is it?
Okay, so wait. There seems to be a.
There is a chain rule. Huh?
Is that a product rule?
No.
Oh, what do we then know?
The 3 is just going to go out front.
Right. Okay, so we can go ahead and say y equals -3 cosecant cotangent.
But notice it's cosecant of all of this, cotangent of all of that.
Yeah. Exactly what I meant.
Definitely what you're gonna say, though.
Yeah, so wait.
Time.
Coins. That's not a quotient. One side. No. No.
You don't have to be.
I don't have.
What's the derivative of 1 minus 1/3 x?
Oh. 0.
No.
X to the.
Well, 0 is the derivative of 1.
That's true.
What?
I don't know. So wait.
Okay,
Like that.
look, what is the derivative of 1 minus 1/3 x?
Oh. 1/3. Negative 1/3.
Negative 1/3.
Oh, right.
Alright, so to simplify this, the negatives are going away. Oh wait, we forgot something.
Oh. Dx.
Could have had a cookie point. Alright, negatives gone. 3's cancel. So then I've just got dy equals cosecant of 1 minus x over 3 cotangent of 1 minus x over 3 dx. So part A. Now I need part B. We're going to plug it in. So dy equals the cosecant of 1 minus 1/3 cotangent 1 minus 1/3 times 0.1. And make sure you're in radian mode.
Always I am. For some reason. There's a cosine.
1 over sine.
Oh.
I was gonna say there isn't one, though.
Several of y'all need to put this one in so we make sure we get it right. And while y'all do that, I'm going to look up the answer in the bag to make sure that we got it.
Right.
Make sure that y'all give me accurate information here. Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
.2055.
Is that right?
According to the back of the book, it is.
Yay. This wasn't sure about plugging in my.
Josh's problem wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
What should we do now? 18.
22.
We're skipping.
We're already past 18, Nathan. We're not going back.
18's a product rule. Y'all should be good with that.
Yeah, we're just.
Leave the past in the past.
I feel like that's a song from Frozen. 2y equals x squared minus xy. X equals 2, dx equals negative 0.05.
Especially, especially after last night.
What happened last night?
Whatever, Nathan.
My Ravens lost.
What?
Oh yeah.
My Ravens
R.I.P.
Oh.
All the conspiracy theorists can go home now.
Wait, what was
I'm
the
so
conspiracy
mad.
theory?
They said that it's rigged and that the NFL already knew who was going to be in the Super Bowl like 3 months ago because the Super Bowl logo was red and purple. And so they said that it was going to be the 49ers versus the Ravens.
Oh.
Or this isn't talk. Could be like.
I wanted the Lions to win.
I mean,
And if
they
they
did
would have
get
just
one of
kicked
the
those 2
colors right.
field goals, they would have.
I don't know.
I'm so mad because we literally should have won last night. And
Why
I'm
didn't
so
you? Didn't get
mad
enough points?
because I took off of work February 11th just because I had faith my team would get to the Super Bowl.
That's fine.
You literally would have been able to work and be home by the time it starts. It doesn't start till like 7:30 or 8.
I know, but I just wanted to like have that day.
Prepare. He was gonna prepare.
To just deck out in purple. It's okay. Ethan and I's team didn't make it very far. I said our team didn't make it very far.
Oh my gosh, the Chiefs
What's
were
your
The
winning.
team?
football, the Saints.
Oh.
All the Swifties.
My team didn't make it very far either.
Yeah. I'm like, go home. Somebody was like, they should have just hired her to do the halftime show. She's already going to be there anyways.
Taylor Swift.
It's like, then they really would have said it was rigged.
Yeah.
If Kelsey wins, like, the Lombardi and then Taylor wins, like, a Grammy, like, because aren't the Grammys, like, soon after the Super Bowl?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know the Grammys
I
are.
don't watch the Grammys.
It's gonna be,
What are the Grammys?
it's all scripted.
All right.
February 4th.
So that's soon after the Super Bowl, I guess.
Super Bowl is not yet. It's before the Super Bowl. I think. What's the Super Bowl?
Should just,
The 11th?
Super Bowl.
The 11th.
11th.
All right.
I assume we gotta get Y by itself. We do that.
Otherwise, we would have to do what?
That one thing where
That thing.
differentiate or whatever.
Yeah, implicit if we did
Yeah.
it. I would recommend let's get Y by itself and see and do that
Can we
because
just
just.
divide by 2?
I knew it was so.
What?
I know.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a Y on that.
Well, there's a Y on both sides.
Well,
So I'm going to do 2y plus xy equals x squared. Take out a y. 2 plus x equals x squared. So y equals x squared over 2 plus x.
oh.
Now, we could have done implicit, and you wouldn't have ended up having a quotient rule. However, then you would have had to move stuff around to get dy by itself, and then get the dx's back where they're
Yeah,
supposed
this
to
is
be.
fine.
And
Quotient isn't the worst thing that's ever happened.
with it.
if it was a more complicated one, I would say do the quotient rule, but this one isn't too bad, so I would just, or if like y was squared or something, we would have to do implicit, but it's not, so we'll just proceed like normal. So, I was about to write dy. A. So, dy, I was going to say dy dx. dy equals
dy equals 2x times 2 plus x minus x squared times 1.
What's it gonna be? The X or 1, Joe?
I was waiting for him to say 2.
Two in the bottom, 2
I was going to. dx.
Thank you.
I'm gonna forget that.
I was like,
really-
what are you basing?
Well,
It's
the
like
other
a
thing you
plus
can
C.
do is write, what you can do is just like normal, write dy dx, and then when you're done, move it over. Because that's technically what we're
Oh.
doing. I'm just going ahead and writing it on the other side to eliminate writing it over here. So then this ends up being, I'll move it over now. 4x plus 2x squared minus x squared. So I'm going to rewrite that just as x squared. Over 2 plus x squared times dx. So yeah, if you think you're going to forget, I would write it like normal and then just move it over. But I also think at a point you're going to realize, because they've given us this information, so I think you're going to be like, I need to use that somehow. Like, they're not just giving me random information.
Mhm.
So you probably would eventually realize, like, I need to do that.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
all right, so dy equals 4 times 2 plus 2 squared over 2 plus 2 squared times negative 0.05, right?
Okay, so easy.
So 8 plus 4 on top over 4 squared. Make sure you get the negative.
Oh, it's negative. I didn't know that. Be negative 0.035 cut to do.
What?
Negative 0.0375? You mean?
Yeah.
You
Fantastic.
said 37, whatever.
My words started slipping up, so I just went with it instead of stuttering.
No, you did something. Yeah, I was
So confused. I was like, what is happening?
I feel like that's a talent, though. 'Cause I didn't slip up
She's
when
like,
I just started speaking gibberish.
a little. I know, you just
I
kept going.
I just
Bro,
kept
no,
going.
she literally started speaking at Minecraft from championship.
What?
It's like speaking in tongues back there.
Literally.
All right, find the differential.
Find it.
Like, can it stop getting lost?
Somebody give this man's directions.
D e to the 5x plus x to the 5th.
So what are we doing? We have to find.
Basically just taking the derivative. It's just kind of another way of saying that.
Why can't they just say it? No.
But the differential part is when we're done, we multiply it all by dx.
Right.
Okay. Do we know what dx is?
No, we're just finding it.
Oh.
Like, just,
Okay.
there's nothing to plug in this one. So what is the derivative of e to the 5x?
Okay.
What?
It's okay.
I said okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna say e to the 5x times 5 plus 5x to the 4th times dx.
So then we just rewrite it. 5e to the 5x plus 5x to the 4th times dx.
My 4 looks like a mu.
Your 4 looks like a mu.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, it just does.
Interesting.
I drew it really fast.
26 d of 8 to the x plus x to the 8. See if y'all remember how to do the derivatives of these.
Okay.
If there was something more than just an x in the variable, then yeah. Or in the exponent, then yeah.
It's 1. I don't know.
Phone a friend. Ethan? Do you know the derivative of this? How about 8 to the x ln of 8? Looks like we need a review of our log and exponential derivatives. Plus, I hope we know the last part.
8x to the 7 times dx.
Beautiful. Okay. Write a differential formula that estimates the given change in volume or surface area. Then use the formula to estimate the change when the independent variable changes from 10 centimeters to 10.05 centimeters. Uh, 246. All right, surface area. The change in the surface area S equals 4 pi r squared of a sphere when the radius changes from A to A plus dr. These are actually easy. They just don't seem like it. So all that's given to you. So the first thing we're going to do is take the derivative of this. So I'll do this one for you. So ds is equal to 8 pi r, okay, that's the derivative of that side, times dr, because I took the derivative of s with respect to r, so I've moved that dr part to the right, okay? Now, dr, they told us in the instructions, is changing from 10 to 10.05. So 10.05 minus 10 is 0.05 centimeters. So now we plug everything in. ds equals 8 pi times, the radius is 10, because that's what it was originally, times dr is 0.05. And they leave the pi in the answer, just FYI. But if you multiplied it through, it would also be fine.
4 pi.
4 pi centimeters squared, because we're dealing with surface area. So whatever the, like dr in that case, it's going to be 0.05 for all of these because it gives us the same instructions for all of those. Let's see, 36. This will probably have to be our last one for today. Surface area. The change in the lateral surface area, S equals 2 pi RH of a right circular cylinder when the height changes from A to A plus DH. And the radius does not change. So we've got, they give us a picture. Now, they said that the radius doesn't change. What does that mean?
It means R and wait.
Because right now it looks like I have two variables up here, but if R doesn't change, what does that mean?
You only have like one variable.
Yeah, we're going to treat R as a constant. So the derivative ds is equal to, so what's the derivative of this? With respect to h? 2 pi r times dh dh is equal to 0.05 because we found that already up there. So ds equals 2 pi times the radius, which we don't know, and then dh is 0.05. And that should be equal to 0.1 pi r centimeters squared. Because we don't know r, and they don't multiply pi through, so. Alright, we'll look at like 2 more tomorrow and finish up this section. Do y'all want problems to where we are right now? Or no?